Hey guys, it's December the 31st, 2013 today. I'm Drutter and I just have a bit of a hodgepodge video, a few things that need to be tied up right now. Here, first of all, is a look at silver over 2013. What a shameful, shameful collapse of a chart that is. I don't really know what to say. Maybe something like it's always darkest before the dawn or something. I don't know. I don't really have anything. Next. There's today's action in silver. I have no idea what happened. That's a really strange, very fast, sudden drop-off of a decent portion of the silver chart actually just disappeared, and within a few minutes was back up, in fact, a little bit higher, and then settled exactly where it had been before. So I have no idea what happened there. But one thing that it did, if you want to look a little bit further back in time, well, that's the 5-hourly chart. Maybe I'll go to the daily. Go to the daily chart and you can see here that little pierce down there. Well, it did break below that point there, which was about 1890, I think, and it went down to about 1883. So technically it did make a lower low today, which kind of is ominous. It's strange that we'd been making higher lows here, and then all of a sudden today, just that huge drop. It just looked like a strange... I have no idea why that would happen, but technically now it has set the chart up to make lower lows and resume the downtrend in 2014. Oof. Here's a very quick look at the gold chart. This is a monthly chart, each bar 1 month, and it goes back to about mid-2008 or so, and that is the bull run up to 1900 and the drop back to 1200. With the close today at the end of December, that brings us to the lowest close going back all the way to the middle of 2010. Technically speaking, the chart looks like it's set to resume the downtrend and head back to 1100 early in 2014. But logically speaking, what the hell?
How much could it go up, do you think?
Well, my intermediate range price target hasn't changed. If anything, it's gone up a little bit based on the research in my new book. I've got it at $7,000 per ounce. Possibly $9,000 an ounce, possibly higher, but not right away.
Really interesting and good interview here with Jim Rickards talking to Bloomberg. I'll put the link down below.
That really is the inverse of the...
I think it's well worth noting that for the first time in history, the number of dollars spent on silver eagles equals the amount of dollars spent on gold eagles. Perhaps in 2014, the amount spent on silver is going to be even more than the amount spent on gold, which is actually quite amazing. Here's a 5-year chart of the Dow. As you can see, it's up well over plus 100% over the past 5 years, and the US stock market has ended the year at an all-time record high. Since my last Bitcoin update, the price has continued to stabilize. From 700, it's about 808 right now, and if you want to look at a longer-term chart, you can see that Bitcoin began the year at $13 and is now 60 times higher than that. Here's a very disturbing article for Canadians especially. The Harper government is now selling off Canadians' gold, physical gold that is, and I suspect that China will be the majority buyer of this gold. So we are now losing the metal that was mined out of this country in the early 1900s and stored in the Bank of Canada since that time. Goodbye, gold. That's what you call a transfer of real wealth. Here are my 2 most recent videos. One is about Canada Post's postage stamp increase, massive, massive increase here in Canada, unprecedented in fact, which hints at hyperinflation. And the other one about the drutter divergence and kind of a wrap-up of that. I think they're both fairly decent videos and pretty pertinent. So if you haven't seen one or both of those, I'll put the link down below and you can check them out. Regarding that massive Canada Post stamp increase that's coming in a couple of months here in Canada, a subscriber with some knowledge of stamp prices during the Weimar Germany hyperinflation contacted me and let me know that they had some data that showed that the early stages of the hyperinflation in that country saw the exact same price increases that we're seeing now. It's no indication that we are going to see hyperinflation or hyperinflation even in stamp prices. It's just interesting to note that in Weimar Germany this exact same thing happened right before the hyperinflation. Prediction videos, done a few of those over the years. Where's the first one I ever did? Not sure. It might have been 2010, January 2010, yeah, 4 years ago.
Hey guys, Drutter here, December the 3rd. These are my 2010 predictions and they're guaranteed 100% accurate, although not to be taken as investment or relationship advice. Number 1, bigger government. Number 2 is worse economy. And then number 3 is more war. 4 is less liberty. And finally 5 is precious metals up 50 to 1,000%.
Now, I did that in 2010 and 2011. In 2012, that last one totally did not happen. And in 2013, it again did not happen. So I'm going to skip number 5, but I'm going to stick with 1, 2, 3, and 4 yet again. I don't think predictions on the precious metal market really make any sense at this point in time because the chart is not responding to technical analysis or to supply and demand or even logic. So in lieu of that number 5, I'll say precious metals will do whatever they're told to do.
Coming together, creating a force of nature that nothing and no one can stop. Now the people must do the same. We gotta extinguish tyrannical flame. I form a human tsunami that's stronger than armies of force that will never be tamed. Will never remain compliant. We rising up together for change. It's time that we be defiant. I'd rather die than live as a slave. We'll never be chained. We'll never be lost.
We the people hired an army to protect us from foreign threats, but they were sent to foreign lands. We hired a banking system to stabilize and grow our prosperity, but it destabilized it and corrupted it. We hired a police force to serve and protect us, but they serve and protect the bank's government. We hired a surveillance system to protect us from spying, but it's spying on us. We hired a government to protect and uphold our liberty, but they're destroying it. We the people's resolution for 2014 is to force those we've hired to work for us to do the jobs we're paying them to do, or remove them and find someone who will do them. Who's with me? You guys ready for this? Talk to you soon.